Hey everybody, it's Doug here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our continued playthrough of Massive Darkness. We're playing, was it something to Hellscape? Road to Hellscapers. Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, we're going to dive right back into our gameplay. We're trying to open up a gate after we flip these switches to unlock the door that we need to go to. It was Highway to Hellscape. Yeah. And we've flipped exactly one of those switches, and we're trying to get to the other, but we have had a problem in that the undead queen, Etheria, has come into the dungeon and is stalking us. We're about to enter into the fray and see if we can take her down. Now, she has a lot of health. 18 hit points is the exact number, and that's going to be a problem for us because I don't know that I can possibly do that much in a single turn with our heroes. We're going to find out because if I can drop her in a single turn, I won't have to deal with the massive consequences, and I don't want this to go like it did with Cerberus, where it basically put us out through running quite a bit. Also, she's standing in a space with a pillar, and I just need to remind myself if the pillar will have an impact. They do not like line of sight, but hinder range and magic when attacking through or into the zone containing a pillar. Pillar tokens from another zone, then the attacker rolls one less yellow die. So see, we're going to be hindered unless we draw Etheria somewhere else. And I don't know where we would do that. I think we're just going to have to go in melee and do what we can to try and end her. Now, we probably want to have to go in with melee with Nahias, but we'll see about the other two. I think that would be the right thing to do. I mean, if we do that, we're going to roll one less yellow dice, which means we're not going to do the damage we need. But so be that as it may, we're going to get started with our next turn. All of our heroes are ready to go, and we're going to dive right in. Now, we did use this anvil a couple times. The forge there is pretty good. We also have our fire spirit just hanging out in the room because Urk wanted to go do some fighting herself. And we are poised and ready to strike. We have to get in this room too, but we don't want to go in there with a mob until we have dealt with this evil undead queen. Now, when we are attacking the queen, she is going to have two blue dice and one black die to fight with. Not so bad. But when she's attacking us, man, we could be taking a heck of a lot of damage. We'll have to see how that goes. I think we're just going to dive right in, though. So let's start. I think we'll start with... we are going to start with Zuri. I think Zuri's the right person to go in with here. Or we can start with Urks. No, Zuri, for sure. Now, the other good news is that Etheria is in darkness. And we got to get down here and get this gate open. Otherwise, creatures are just going to keep piling up on us and piling up on us. It's just going to get worse and worse. Okay, let's take our turns. Before we do that, I totally forgot about this. I need to do this and flip this over. This is the way it's going to be for the remainder of the game. It's just going to keep looping. So on our next turn, we're going to end up here with a mob coming out. As you can see, we were on the first space. We just moved it over, so we're going to do that. I forgot that the track flips over, but I did remember it, and now it is set correctly for us. Okay, let's continue. We're going to first go, I believe, we'll go with Zuri. Yeah, we'll go with Zuri. Zuri will go 1, 2 for her first action. Then for her second action, she's going to transform into her eagle form there, which is going to allow her to use her Peck ability, which is a roll an orange die, deal that many wounds to an enemy in magic range. So we will do that. That is not an action, that just happens. And all my tracks are, except for my eagle form track, are maxed out. My bear form is maxed out and all the good stuff. We should probably use our other forms. We'll have to see. Okay, so let's do this. We are going to roll one orange die, and that's just going to be damage to the enemy without any other event. So 1, that's not great. We could have done more than 1 with an orange die, but we did do 1 to her. She's down to 17. That's helpful. I'll take it. And then we're going to do our new ability of nimbleness. It says action 2 our bird ferocity, move 1 zone and perform an attack. So for action number 1, we're actually going to do that. So we're going to go down on the eagle's track from 6 to 4, and we're going to move in here, and we're going to do an attack. Now, I'm basically attacking effectively with this weapon. I've never really determined, no one said anything, but I guess that's how it works. You just attack with your weapons, but in your eagle form. So this is a great one because you can use a mana to add a fire attack, and we're going to get 1 orange die. So what are we going to go in there and fight with? Now, she has 1 black die and 2 blue dice for defense. We're going to get 1 orange die and 1 shadow die on the attack. Is there anything else I can do? Well, yeah, there's plenty I can do once we do the attack with more of our eagle powers. Okay, here is our dice. Get our pool here together. Let's roll it and see what we get. Well, that wasn't wonderful. So we're going to take a claw attack. I need to see what that is. It says attack, add 1 minion to each mob in the dungeon. There's no mobs in the dungeon, so that's not going to happen. Wonderful. So we got a whole bunch of hits, though. We got 5 hits. However, there are 2 defense there for her. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to activate 2 more abilities. We can spend attack 2, so that's going to put us down to 2, and that will give us +2 to our attack, so that's going to be 7 damage. And then we're going to do this one as well, down 1 more, to ignore one of the defense dice. So we basically, here's what we did 5, 6, 7 minus 1, 6 points of damage to our enemy in the very first attack. It's pretty good. That puts her at 8 damage. That's not bad. Okay, but we're not done. We're going to take a second attack. We're going to do it again. This is going to be, so action 1 was to move. Action 2 was to do this attack. Now we're in that space. We don't get to, we are almost out of any Eagle's powers abilities, but we do have some rerolls and stuff that we can do. So let's see if we can do some more damage in this last attack. Wow, look at that. That was fantastic. Nothing from her. We're going to do 5 more damage, except we got 2 shields. Now, we have an ability to spend a mana to do a reroll, and I think we're going to do that. I didn't get any mana in this. She only has 1 mana. I was debating the fire token from the sword. The fire token can do some unmitigated damage, but we can reroll that. Let's do that. We're going to reroll this die, see if we could make it a nothing, but we didn't. It stayed at 2. I swear, every time I see somebody reroll in this game to try and do something better, it always ends up the same. So I guess that's okay. We ended up doing 3 more damage to her, and that is going to put us at, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's another 5, so she's at 10 of 17 damage already. Good job from our druid Zuri, rather. And that is going to flip her token over because that's all she can do. It's all she got left. Except we do have this. Immediately move up to 2 zones. I could get out of there. Or I could take an action and do another attack. She's our best attacker at this point. I think I'm going to consume the stamina potion. And you know what? On her special ability, I keep forgetting her special, which is when you may return 1 discarded potion to your inventory. I like to keep the health potions going, because she's probably going to need them. But we're going to burn this one now. The stamina potion is going to give us another action. We're going to take another attack on our enemy. See what we can get here. Oh, we're not going to do damage. Ooh, this is rough. Okay. Actually, this is really rough. We don't have any rerolls that we can do. Do we? No, we don't. Okay, this was not great for us. So 3 defense. That means this is null and void. There's no mobs, but we will take a damage because of this. So I took that out, and we are going to gain 1 mana. I guess that wasn't the worst thing that could happen, but I would have sure enjoyed more damage. And now we are truly... Wait, I do have 1 more point left. I can... that's a 2. Bummer. I can get rid of... Still won't matter, because there's 3. 3 against 2. Can't do that. I can use it to re-roll again. Would that matter if I re-rolled anything? So this was a 2... this was a 2 and a 1. I could re-roll the shadow die, see if we can get some more damage instead. Let's do that. I am going to use my last ferocity from my eagle to re-roll this and see if we can get damage instead. We got 4. Well, that means we're going to do we're going to do 1. I think that's better than getting mana back right now. We're going to do 1 more point of damage. That puts her at 11 out of 18. We could do this in one turn, which would be amazing. I'll just take her down right away. But that's the end of the phase for our druid. Our druid was quite effective. I'm very impressed with how that rolled out for our druid character. Now, though, she is she is really spent on her eagle abilities, which I like the best. For some reason, I just gravitated toward the eagle. I think the bear pushes things around. We haven't had a lot of reason to do that. And I think now we'll go with Urk. And so Urk is going to move. The Fire Spirit gets a free move, so 1, 2 to here. I'm thinking about spending an action to move the Fire Spirit into the defender's area and attack instead of Urk. I think we're going to do that. So is this one's going to, so wait, before we do that, I always forget her ability too. At the start of your turn, you can push up an element. Yeah, we're going to push up wind. That way we can do healing, I think. Yeah, we can do that. So we pushed up our wind power. And then we're going to attack the, we're going to have this guy, so he did the move here, then he's going to move 1, 2, that's the first action. Second action, he's going to attack with an orange die. So it's going to look very similar to the attack that our Druid has. So this Fire Spirit's only got 2 health left, so it might go down, but it can put some fire tokens on her and maybe blow her up through one of the shield defense things. So, okay, so here was what we got. So actually, that was pretty good. We're going to do 2 more damage, and the claw doesn't do anything. So good job, Fire Spirit. 2 more damage. We might take this wandering monster out right away, because she's at now 13 of 18. And that was action number 2. So Urk's not going to take another action. We're going to take our third action to do this again, because I really think that this Fire Spirit has the best chance. And, well, that was awful. I don't have any re-rolls, but the claw doesn't do anything. Nothing. This basically is a null. We blocked this. I can't do any re-rolls with the... but we did hit, didn't we? So we got a fire token from the first hit, and we're going to get we did successfully attack, so we get 2 fire tokens on her. That might be enough to kill her, and that was why I wanted to use the Fire Spirit. So there's 2 fire tokens on the Queen. Now, why did the fire tokens happen? Just to show you. The Flame Spirit has 3. It can attack. When it attacks, it rolls 1 orange die. The defender takes a fire token. So it's lighting it up. And that is going to be the end of Urk. Man, we're going to kill this thing, I think. It's going to be pretty awesome. Okay, so for action number 1 for our character here, Nahias. Nahias is going to move 1. And that's it. We're going to burn the rest of the movement. And then we're going to use our new and handy-dandy crossbow, which is going to do an orange die, and it does a range +1 on the damage. And we're going to, of course, be using our quiver, which gives us +1 yellow die. So our dice pool would normally be, because Nahias is in shadows, these 3 dice, but because of the pillar, we're firing the pillar, we're going to lose the yellow die. So, and then, of course, the enemy still has 2 defense, and this one, now we don't get any re-rolls or anything. I don't have any re-rolls at all. My Spired Boots, or whatever this, Spiked Boots, says combat, I can spend a mana to deal 1 wound to the attacker or defender. Well, we're probably going to do that with our boots that we have. Let me show you those. If I can get the card out. There we are. Those are the boots that Nahias has on, I guess, on his front hooves, because he's a centaur. We'll see how this goes out. Let's go roll our dice and see if we can do some more damage and maybe kill this thing. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we get here. Gosh, I'm not doing it now. Nahias will gain a mana, but I don't think... Oh, you know what? I always forget this at the start. I got to draw some arrow cards. I will re-roll that. I think that's the fair thing to do. So because I keep making this mistake and forgetting to do the arrow cards before I attack, which, you know, now I have dice to make decisions on, so I really can't do that. All right, man, every time I film, my neighbor dog is just losing their mind. Yappy dog. Okay, all right. So shuffle these up. Let's give it one more cut. There we go. And get them straight here. And we'll draw our first one. Oh, well, we're definitely going to draw another one. 3, we're definitely going to draw another one. Oh, man. I think we ought to stop there. I don't feel... I mean, if we get lucky and get a 2, but I doubt that's going to happen. Anyway, that's pretty good, right? We get -1 defense. We're going to do a fire damage, and we get a mana. Okay, so now I'll go roll the dice and take that attack. Okay, so it would have been nice to keep that last roll in this case, but we didn't. Anyway, that's not going to be so bad, and I'll tell you why. Remember our really cool special ability of piercing arrow for each 2 arrows. So we had 5. So that means it's going to reduce defense by 2. So we'll remove that. There's no minions, so that doesn't do any good. Right now we're doing 2 damage. And because of the arrows, I can get rid of a defense. Right there, 1 defense. That means this will go 2, so we just did 3 damage. The defender is, because of my arrows, going to take a fire token. So now the defender has 3 fire tokens. She's going down. And we get a mana. I don't know if I can take enough mana right now. I might be full. I'll check that. If not, I'll get that mana. Okay, and that was the first attack. Now let's go apply that damage because we're getting pretty close to getting her. Okay, look at that. We're going to take these 3 off. I just did 3 damage. So we'll take those 3 off. We'll put 2 more on and a 5er to replace the 3 that we just did. We're at 15, 16, 17 with 3 fire tokens on her. Man, that woman, she thought she was coming near her all powerful and everything, and she's going to go down faster than we can bat an eye. Now we're going to do that attack again, actually. So that was action number 2. For action number 3, we're going to try and just take her out. The fire tokens might do it, but I don't want to rely on that. Actually, don't have to. We got this, so I'm going to spend a mana. And of course, I did get a mana back, but we're going to spend a mana to do 1 more damage, and that is it for Etheria. Wait, that's 15, 16, 18. That's it. That'll do it. We did kill the Queen of the Undead. Look at that. 5, 6, 7, 8. Or 15 rather, and then 3 more. All done, and the fire tokens just sit there, a burning husk on the ground. Didn't even get to shoot an arrow. We came out of the hallway and just devastated her. That's pretty good. Now, Nahias did make the kill, so Nahias gets another point. I think Nahias is about to go to next level because everybody gets 4 points for killing a mob boss. So that's going to put Zuri up to 5. That's not going to be very helpful. And also, we're going to be putting Urk up to 9, but that's still quite a ways off from a level. And then, of course, we're going to put up... wow. Nahias gets a lot of experience points. He's at 23 at this point. So he's going to lose all that experience because we're going to go up a level, and that'll be it. That'll be it for the levels for Nahias, but that was pretty cool. So he's going to max out on his levels, but I'll take it. All right, and she is gone from the board, so we will get rid of her. And we'll look at some treasure as well. So we do know that she has 2 rare treasures and 1 epic treasure. So we're going to draw those right now and see what Nahias gets for the treasures. So now the first one is one of the rares, Thief's Cloak. Shadow attack. On attack you get reroll, 2 rerolls. And then next up, so Thief's Scarf is pretty cool, but I don't think I'll use it. Depends on where it goes. Looks like a helmet slot. The Flaming Sword. We might swap this out. It is 2-handed though. Attack, add 1 fire to the defender action. Immediately resolve all fire tokens using orange dice instead. Wow, that's a really powerful weapon. Actually, very powerful weapon if we get it in the hands of the right person. That is these 2 tokens. They will go back to the bag. And then we're going to draw 1 rare. Just think that, or epic rather. Think that is not even an epic treasure. That is just a rare treasure. We might go upgrade it for another epic. We'll see. We have enough stuff. Because we're going to have another action. We didn't use all our actions. Oh, no, we did. We did. I take it back. Okay, let's see. No, we didn't, because we didn't have to make that final attack on it. The Prime Helm Shadow attack, ignore 2. Well, we're slotting that, obviously. That way we can ignore damage. So we have... Nahias is tricked out. Let's take a look at Nahias' board. Boom, look at that. And Nahias has got a big board going on, and I have enough stuff to do a trade. I could get rid of all 3 of these and get a rare treasure. But, man, we got these great weapons. I mean, I should give these out to the other folks. Well, actually, everybody has a rare weapon at this point. This one and this one are... This one's pretty good, too. But, you know, we got the Dragon Sword with Zuri, and we got the Wand of the Dead, which can do healing. So I think we're going to do this. Here's how we're going to end this turn for Nahias. He has 1 more action left. It's going to be a move action. Remember, he gets +1 move, so he's going to go 1, 2, and use the Forge again to turn all these in. They're cool, but we're turning them in for something potentially more powerful. So let's get this deck out again and see what we get. Oh wait, I should shuffle that, shouldn't I? You know, I don't think I shuffled this deck much at all, so it's always good to give it a quick shuffle before we draw. And there's a rare treasure in there for some reason. Put that away and see what we get here. Okay, epic treasure. The golden breastplate. Oh, it's, well, that's a no-brainer. I guess we will be losing the Cuirass and getting the golden breastplate. Now Nahayas looks like a epic centaur knight from heaven, I guess, in this game. Right. And that is going to mark the end of our turn. That is the end of Nahayas' turn. Now, that's not going to be the best thing in the world, even though we did get rid of Eutheria. She is gone, and we got rid of, we also took out the Cerberus, so that's 2 roaming monsters we've dealt with. But we got a long ways to go still. We have to get, well, we don't have that long to go. We got to get to one more switch, and then we can go in the room and fight the last mob and activate the portal. Let's see what we can do here. All right, that marks the end of the turn, so we're going to go with enemy activations. There's no enemies. That is pretty awesome. And then we are going to go to leveling up. Well, we are going to level up with Nahayas. Check this out. We're going to go down, let's see, it's 18. So we are at 28, so we'll go down to 10. Okay, and that puts Nahayas up to level 5. That means we're going to have 2 more health. Nahayas is a beast. 2 more health and 2 more mana for Nahayas. I don't know how we can lose with this. The only thing we could really do that would be interesting is replace that weapon with something better at this stage. But we also get a new ability. Now, so far we have Fire Arrows 2 and Piercing Arrows 2. Let's look at the 2 5th level abilities, right? Let's see where they are. 5, level 5. Where's level 5? There they are, level 5. Fire Arrow 3 or Arrow Volley. We don't have Arrow Volley. We don't have the Arrow Volley. So the only one we could do is this one to get as for 5th level. A defender takes 3 fire tokens and adds 1 yellow and 1 orange to the attack, or 2 orange. Well, why wouldn't you just add 2 orange? Oh, no. Why would, okay, it's all of this or just that. Okay, got it. We're going to turn in the Fire Arrows 2 for Fire Arrows 3. Even though we haven't been using it that much, I think we will have a chance when we go into, again, up against another roaming monster, maybe, because they're getting tougher on us. Remember, Nahayas is now level 5. We got level 5, level 3, level 3. So we're taking level 4 critters right now. We're not up to level 5 yet, but we will be soon. So that means that we are now in, where are they? Let's see. We're now going to be doing level 4. Where's level 4 mobs? These ones, level 3 to 4 mobs still, and level 3 to 4 roaming monsters still, but that's okay. And then the last thing that happens is the darkness track goes up, and we unleash a mob. So we're going to draw a mob card and see what we get. Skeletons. Skellies! Alright, we're going to fight some skeletons. And the skeletons are also going to have a level 3 to 4 item. Let's see what they have with them. They have a skull axe, 2 orange dice. See, they're getting tougher. Now they're swinging orange dice on us when they attack back. I will get that mob and put them out. I also need to draw one here. I might as well draw another treasure token out for this mob and see what we get. A common item. You'd think I'd be getting some of the other stuff since I've been adding so many things to the bag. But let me get the skeletons out and we'll have some fun with skellies. Now they're going to start way the heck down at this end of the board, so we're okay. Okay, there they are. They're down there at the end of the board. And for us, we're going to get around to our next set of turns. So I'm going to flip all of our tokens back over. And I think we'll have Urk go first. Urk's going to pop the door here himself or herself. Boosh, we're going to open this door stuck. Open the door. There we go. Open the door and see what is inside. Now we know that we have another mob we're going to have to contend with. So here is the mob token gone. We're going to get out these 3 to 4 level mobs again. Give it a quick cut and a shuffle. What do we get? We get undead. More undead. Now these are tougher undead, right, than we've seen because they are higher level. Let's see what item they have now. They're going to have, oh, that's going to be not nice to us unless we get in their face. So they do have a ranged attack on us, and then that's what they will use when they get a chance. And it's 1 yellow and 1 orange die. But that bow is really nice. It's going to go to Nahayas when we get it. I can tell you that right now. that we can get rid of the sling and even though the Devil's Crossbow is good, I believe this is going to be better. It ignores a claw too. Okay, well, let's populate them out here. We got undead. We've had undead out before, so I'll be able to get their minis out pretty quickly, and they are going to be in this room here. There's 1, 2. Where are the rest of my undead minis? There we go. 3 and 4. Here they are. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4 in that space. We got 2 treasure tokens. Well, we'll see what these are. Put them out on the board. Plus, there's a treasure chest right in my face. And so that is cool. That's enticing Zuri to do something. So we got a rare. Oh, sorry. This is in the room. A rare and a common item in here. And then on the undead, we have a rare. Okay. That's good. Not getting our epic items. That's kind of sad, but that's all right. All right, so that was action number 1. Action number 2. Do I want to go in and start lobbing at them? I certainly can. They take 5 points each. They're pretty tough. My Wand of the Undead does 2. They have no defense, though. Their attack, claw is +2 yellow dice, and this mob takes the only one they attack, though. Okay, let's do it. We're going to move 1. You know, and for 2, since it's a move action, might as well pop this open. 2 rare treasures. Awesome. So we pop that open, and we have 2 rare treasures in there. Let's see what those are. 2 rare. Okay. Might be good for Urk. 1 is a Commander's Shield. This is a hand weapon. I can't actually use this. One-handed weapon. Defense. You may use 1 shield to block a claw. Ooh, taking that. And then, what's the next one? Seer's Amulet. This is a jewelry item. Does not have a jewelry item. Anytime, look at the top card of any roaming monster deck. Once per round, you may place this card at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to stop shuffling when I pull them out now, but we'll take that as well. Those were 2 fantastic items for Urk. And that was Urk's second action. Do I want to attack them for my next action or force them to move into the hallway with us? I did forget. I do want to move. I do have a free move action still. Free action, rather, with my Fire Spirit. So I think what I'm going to do is draw them out. I'm going to go 1, 2, and then I'll also have my Fire Spirit join me. That way we can gang up on them. And that will be the end. Well, maybe, do I want to do that? I could attack them and then have her come in and attack. I think that's worth doing, but it would be a melee with the Dragon Sword. That means there could be some damage, but I don't know. I think I can take it. I think I can. Oh, man. And Nahias has got a lot of movement. I think we're going to do it. We're going to stay there and we're going to take him on. So we're going to range attack with the... wait, I only have 3 health. So first thing we're going to do is we'll spend a mana to heal 2 from the wand. Okay, and then we're going to attack. It's 2 yellow dice. Remember, they have no defense, but they do have 3 black dice. That is bad. And then we also have the shadow die, and that's what we're going to be attacking the undead with. Okay, let's see if we can pull this off. Oh, 2 claws! Doesn't matter, they're not attacking. These are nothing. That is really fantastic. I have, look at that damage. That is enough to not quite kill one of them. They take 5. Do I have a way to bump up that damage one? I don't, but I do have a reroll here. I do have a reroll. I could, no, it's on defense. Never mind. I don't have a reroll there. Oh, and I also forgot at the start to pump up. I always do this. 1 more on her track. So, we'll just do the 4 damage. I mean, let's not get greedy. We'll also gain a mana back for her, which she needs. And we'll just do the 4 damage. We didn't kill one, unfortunately. So there is the 4 damage on the undead. And that is going to mark the end of Urk's turn. Urk's like, oh, come help me, y'all. All right. So we're going to go with... we'll go with Nahias next. Nahias is going... first action will be a move action. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, my understanding is now that the door is open, I can fire into that door. I'm going to look at range attacks. I believe I can do that. I can fire through the door. Now, because I have line of sight there, it's direct line of sight. I am pretty darn sure that I can. Line of sight. No walls or closed doors. Yep, we're going to attack them from there. So we know we have our, right now we have our Devil's Crossbow. I want that bow underneath the undead. Let's go draw, be smart and draw our arrow cards first. This is Super Nahias, who's like decked out like no other. Okay, let's draw our arrow cards. Get them shuffled up. Let's go. We got 1, a 3. Do I do it? Do I do it? Well, of course. 5. I don't think I can take a chance. I am not ever getting a 7, but I'll stop there. It's worth it. It's worth it because I'm going to gain. I got 2 rerolls here, or 2 dice of rerolls, and 1 mana to have a defender take a fire token. Plus, we get to do damage. So let's go do that attack. Now, and I still have they don't have any defense, so that doesn't help. But I have my Prime Helm. It says if I'm in shadows, not if I'm in shadows, I get to ignore 2 claws. So that's going to mean I'm not going to take a lot of damage. Okay, what do we have with the crossbow? We have 1 orange die, and our shadow die, and still 3 black dice. Let's see what happens here. Well, we get 2 hits. It'll kill one of them. 2 mana. That's not helpful at all. I might try and re-roll that if I can. Well, for a mana, I can make a reroll, right? So, yeah, we'll do that. We're going to spend a mana for 2 rerolls. We'll probably only need 1. I want to reroll this. 1 mana. Okay, well, then we'll reroll it again. And a shadow. There are shadow ability. You know, I haven't done Nahias' shadow ability in so long. I forgot what it was. We get to draw an arrow card and apply the best effect. So let's do that. What do we get? We get +1 shadow. Doesn't do much. So that means we draw another one, I guess? Yeah, okay. We'll draw another one. +2 mana. Okay, I'll take it. It's better than a sharp stick in the eye. And we just spent the mana. So, yeah. So we'll get 2 mana. I threw that. I realized when I spent that mana, I actually took it out of Urk's bowl. So I put it back and took it from Nahias' bowl. But Nahias is going to get 2 more. I don't know if Nahias can take 2 more, so we'll leave it at that. But it's only 2 damage. This is ignored because of the helm. That is enough to kill one of them. It'll leave 1 damage on there for the next mob, and one of the undead is dead. Re-dead, whatever you want to call it. That gives Nahias another experience point. Woohoo! And then we're going to do that again. Might as well try and kill as many as we can before they attack us. And get that done. Alright. Okay, now we are down 1, so it's just going to be these 4 dice now. Yay! Last attack. This is Nahias' 3rd action. See if we can do some stuff here. Well, we got our shadow ability again. 1 claw, which doesn't do anything unless they're attacking. So let's draw that arrow card out again and see what we get for our shadow ability. I haven't drawn that. I've rolled that twice now. I have barely rolled the shadow abilities. Anyway, let's see what we get. -2 defense. Not a big deal. Did not help us. So we did 2 more damage to them. And, you know, I would have spent one of Nahias' in the last attack. I would have spent one of Nahias' mana to put a fire token on the undead. I mean, that seems like an always valuable thing to do. And then we would have done an exactly 2 more damage. So close to killing another one, but not quite. And that is going to end Nahias' action for this turn. So Nahias is done. Discard these. And there we are. Okay, next up we have our eagle. So both of our other tracks are maxed out, so we're not going to do anything there. We get to take a card out of the discard pile. I'm going to take this stamina potion. That is Zuri's special ability. And then I'm going to go 1, 2. I can transform into a bear and may move one enemy may move one enemy in range 1 zone. I can pull them right to me as the bear and start attacking them. And what do I have as the bear? Let's see, I have my Savagery 3 on the other side as a bear. Spend up to 2 for each 2 spent. Ignore that many of these. That's pretty good. Defender suffers them instead of you. That's good. So we're in our bear form. We also have this in our bear form. Nimbleness 1. It's just for the fox. That's right. And so we are then. I guess we will. Let's do that. We're going to poof into our bear form. That is going to put the eagle back on our track. Now, normally we get a cool ability with this Nature's Bounty one of getting a point back for transforming back into our original form, but we didn't. We're going to pull them into us here. It says one enemy. I assume it's the whole mob. Would it be just one enemy? I guess maybe it's one enemy in range. Yeah, I guess it would just be one of them, right? So we'll pull that one into range. I don't know how that works because you attack the whole mob. I think it would have to be the whole mob, right? That's an enemy right there. That's what I'll assume that's the way it is. Now, if it was a roaming monster, that would be different. And then we are going to attack. Zuri is going to be using the Dragon Sword, which is going to be an orange, and it gets, if we can spend a mana to add fire tokens. Zuri has no mana, so it would be helpful to get some mana on our dice rolls. Okay, Zuri's dice. 1 orange, 1 shadow die. The enemy, 2 black dice, and that is going to be it for our attack. Now, that was fantastic. 4 damage, and the claw. The claw is only if it takes effect when they are attacking. Now, I don't have any mana, so I can't add the fire token, but I did do 4 damage, which means let's go figure out what that does to them, because that was a pretty good blow. And again, that was our second. No, this is our second action. Our first action, we moved in, we transformed and pulled them in using our transformation ability from our bear. And so let's take a look. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's going to be 1 more damage on them, and we killed another minion. That is pretty darn good. That's 2 of them down. And then we'll take our last attack to do the same thing, less 1 black die. Didn't have to use any of my bear abilities, did I? What do we get here? Oh, that wasn't wonderful. I don't have any rerolls. Well, I got a mana back. At least I can put a fire token on him. Get a mana, burn a mana, put a fire token on the undead, so we can kill him. There's now 2. Why was there a fire token on the undead already? Was it Urk? Oh, it was no. Was it Urk? No, it was from the highest. Okay, there's 2 fire tokens on the undead at this point. And we did 1 more damage, not enough to do much of anything, but it's okay. And then the claw only happens when they attack, so that's it. And that is going to be the end of Zuri's attack. That's everybody. Everybody's just got walloped right there. Now we're going to go into our enemy phase. They are going to get to attack us back, so let's take a look at that. But on their first, when they activate, which they're doing now, they're going to use their melee attack of 2 dice on us. They are going to blow up with 2 yellow dice from fire. Maybe we can kill 1 more. Well, no, just 2. It's not going to be enough to do it. We're going to have 4 damage on it. And almost killed another one of them with the fire. But we didn't, which means they're going to attack us back. Now, what does that mean? Well, it's pretty simple. We got 2 black dice. And I'm going to have Zuri take the hit. Zuri can take the hit much better than Urk. And they are both there in melee with the undead. So 2 black dice. And the bear has some abilities that I can use here as well. Now, we have a magical robe, which gives us 2 defense on our attack. And they get 2 yellow dice. This could be pretty bad, but we'll see how this turns out. Except, I only have 1 black die, because there's only 1 minion left. So let's do this. We're going to roll these up and see what we get. We've got a claw. Now that does matter, except I can spend 2 bear on, this is on it in my attack, not on my defense. The defender suffers from that. I can't use that. I may just have to suck this up. Another yellow die, because that claw is going to be rolled 2 yellow dice rather, but they can only add 1 more, thankfully, because there is a dice limit. So right now, here's what they've got. They've got that. We've defended against 1, and so we've taken no damage yet, but we're going to roll this. We took another damage. Okay, so we're going to take 1 hit from that. That's it. That's really not that bad. So Zuri takes a hit, and that is it for the mob. Man, that is really, really good. Now, we're not done with activations yet, though. So we're going to do that again. We're going to lose this die, though, and we're going to roll again because they're going to attack 1 more time for their second activation. Let's see if we can keep ourselves from taking too much damage. They did 2. They got a claw, so they're going to roll this yellow die again. A nothing, that's good. And it does say there's a limit to the dice, if I recall. Like, this is the maximum dice that any good or bad can get. So, when the enemy does that claw ability, they take 2 wounds. So this actually wouldn't exist. That means this wouldn't have been rolled because of their, let me show you what I'm talking about. When they get that claw, it's plus 2 yellow dice. but this mob then takes 2 wounds. So they had 4, so they're going to have 1 left on them, and the last minion will be dead when they make that second attack. So I took that off, and experience will go to, I think, Zuri. Zuri didn't get the experience for the kills that she made either, so she is at 7. Okay, and Urk got 1 too. I got to keep track of experience here. Okay, so that's it. There are no more minions. There's just the big bag when he rolled, so we're just going to roll these dice. Well, we already did, didn't we? We took no wounds. Okay. Whew. That wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. Okay, well, we defended against it. We didn't take another wound, and there's just the boss left to fight. Now, again, we're not done with minions yet. There's a lot to keep track of in this game when you get up to these levels. There's so many abilities and everything. It's kind of cool. It'd be more interesting if I was playing with other folks. So with this many, I think in future, like, I want to do a campaign. I think I know which one I want to do. I want to sneak it in there and not tell anybody. I want to do a campaign, but I think when I do, I only do it with 2 characters. And then these skeletons will move too, up to here. They're on their way towards us now. Our fire spirit looks down the hallway, sees them coming. We're going to have to take them out. But we're about to flip the switch and get to our objective pretty quickly, so I hope. Anyway, that's going to be it. So last thing we're going to do is bump experience. No one goes up a level. Then we do the darkness track. It goes up to 3. Next time we're going to have another roaming monster. Those things are going to start coming more frequently now, so that kind of bites. But we'll keep going round and round until we complete the objectives. But with that, we're going to call it an end to this episode. So thanks so much. Take care, and I'll talk to you next time. I hope you're enjoying this continued playthrough of Massive Darkness 2 Hellscape, as we're trying to open a portal to Hell with our 3 characters, the Wild Bunch, Zuri the Druid, Urk the Shaman, and Nahias the Centaur Ranger. Very, very cool characters. Really love the way they redesigned this with the characters having such unique and interesting capabilities. It's really cool. All right, take care. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.